So I started to get unwell Christmas time last year. Very weird symptoms, I wasn't sure what was going on, and I found out when I got to hospital that I had a really, really low haemoglobin. They needed 4 units of blood to bring me back up to a somewhat normal level. It's taken probably until about September this year to fully feel back to myself. It was scary in the way that I knew that something was wrong, but they were also very unassuming symptoms. I had struggle standing up, I had dizziness, that pounding in your ears, a bad headache, lost my appetite, which for me is very unusual. The doctor came in and he said, we know the issue, you're anemic, and I was like, I could have told you that for free. And he was like, no, you're very, very, very anemic, dangerously anemic. Yeah, I think they were all quite taken aback. I don't think they'd seen those numbers in a while. Before I went into hospital, I couldn't even walk to the toilet without stumbling or without pain, in my head especially. And then I remember finishing that transfusion and getting up and being able to walk no bother. The nurse said to me, take your time, and I hadn't felt that good in 2-3 weeks.
Well, the colour just came back.
Very yellow and not nice. And
went from grey, you're just grey lying down, and then you could actually see the colour coming back into the cheeks.
Yeah.
Very, very quickly, and that was sort of a huge sigh of relief when you could see the colour coming back.
Yeah.
Haemoglobin had dropped that low that we're talking about major organ failure, so when you hear that in your young daughter, it raises alarm bells. But say the way she bounced back from getting the blood, it was just amazing. That's why it's so important that people do give blood.
Especially from being in university or around that age, how busy we get, and you can get very wrapped up quite quickly in deadlines and exams and socials and friends. But it's half an hour and you can bring your friends, you can make it a wee day out, you get a wee cake, and I just think if you can set aside that half an hour to do it, it's more useful than anyone would actually ever realise, I think.
This year, over the festive period, we need 15,000 donors to come forward and give blood across Scotland. We'll be open Christmas Eve, Boxing Day, Hogmanay and the 2nd of January. It's really important that we make sure donors are coming along and giving blood on these dates. We also have a new type of donation that you can help with in Scotland. We currently have around 880 plasma donors in Scotland, and right here in Glasgow we're looking for another 310 donors over the next year. We're particularly looking for young donors to come forward. You can give blood for the first time from 17 years old. So whether you're making your festive donation or signing up for plasma as a New Year's resolution, you can book online at scotblood.co.uk or by giving us a call on 0345 90 90 999.